July 23, 1945, off the coast of Japan. The USS Barb surfaces 950 yards from enemy shore. Just after midnight, submarine commanders don't surface near enemy coastlines. Too dangerous, too exposed. But Commander Eugene Fluckey isn't following doctrine tonight. 8 sailors load into rubber rafts and paddle toward the Japanese shore. Their mission: blow up a train. Not a ship, a train, on land, in Japan. 16 minutes later, explosives planted. They paddle back. The Barb dives. At 147 hours, a 16-car Japanese troop train approaches. The track explodes. 16 cars, massive fireball, total destruction. The Japanese response is immediate. Searchlights sweep, patrol boats scramble. But the USS Barb is already gone. Underwater, untouchable. This is that story. How the USS Barb became the only submarine in history to sink a train. How the impossible became reality at 147 hours on July 23, 1945. July 1945. The war is ending. But Japan isn't surrendering. American submarines prowl Japanese waters, hunting shipping, cutting supply lines. But there's a problem. After 4 years of war, Japan has almost no ships left to sink. The USS Barb is running out of targets. Commander Eugene Fluckey studies maps, looking for something, anything, worth attacking. Then he notices a railroad line, running along the coast, trains carrying soldiers and supplies, completely safe. Because submarines attack ships, not trains. What if? It's a crazy idea. Submarines don't conduct land raids. The Naval manual doesn't even have procedures for it. Gentlemen, we're going to blow up a train. Silence. Sir, trains are on land. I'm aware. We surface close to shore. Landing party plants explosives. Returns to sub. We dive and watch. What if command finds out? Fluckey grins. They will, after we've already done it. The USS Barb turns toward the Japanese coast. Mission: become the only submarine in history to sink a train. Fluckey needs 8 volunteers. Every hand goes up. Lieutenant William Walker leads. 7 sailors support. None have land raid experience. None have demolition training. They're submarine sailors. They know torpedoes and engines. But they're about to become the first submarine landing party in naval history. The team assembles the charges. 55 pounds of C2 explosive per man, enough to blow a massive crater in railroad tracks. The timers are mechanical, simple, reliable, set for 2 hours. Walker doesn't mention the other possibility. If they get caught on Japanese soil, they're on their own. Submarine sailors don't carry extraction plans. 0025 hours, July 23rd. The USS Barb approaches the Japanese coast. New moon, complete darkness. Fluckey scans through the periscope. No patrol boats, no searchlights, no defenses. Surface the boat. The landing team climbs out. Black faces, dark clothes, explosive packs, 2 rubber rafts. Walker looks back at Fluckey on the conning tower. Happy hunting, Lieutenant. And 8 submarine sailors paddle toward Japan to blow up a train. 045 hours. Beach landing. The rafts scrape onto sand. The 8 sailors drag them into vegetation. Hide them. Nothing. No patrols. No lights. Walker signals, move out. They move inland, fast but quiet, carrying 55 pounds of explosives each. 200 yards to the rail line. Then they see it, the rail line. 2 rails gleaming in starlight. 0055 hours. Target reached. They work fast. Dig under rails. Position charges. Set timers. 2 hours. That gives them escape time. Walker is setting the 4th charge when he hears it. Voices. Japanese voices. Patrol. 4 soldiers. Rifles slung. Coming along the rail line. Walker signals, freeze. The Japanese patrol walks right past the hidden Americans. 10 feet away. If one had looked left. If one had shined a flashlight. But they don't. They keep walking. Voices fading. 0105 hours. All charges planted. Time to leave. They reach the rafts. Untouched. They paddle hard back to the submarine. All personnel below. Dive, dive, dive. 0130 hours. Submerged and clear. The charges are set for 0147 hours. 17 minutes. In the submarine's control room, nobody speaks. They just wait. 0146 hours. Fluckey raises the periscope. Then he sees it. A light. Moving along the track. A train. moving fast. The timing is impossible, pure luck, or fate. 0147 hours. The charges explode. The locomotive derails, plows into the crater, flips sideways. The cars behind smash into it, one after another. 16 cars, metal screaming, wood splintering, soldiers thrown from windows. The explosion is massive, visible from the submarine, lighting up the night sky. Through the periscope, Fluckey watches. Holy God. The crew hears it through the hull. A distant rumble, then secondary explosions as the train's cargo cooks off. Whatever that the locomotive derails, plows into the crater, flips sideways. The cars behind smash into it, one after another. 16 cars, metal screaming, wood splintering, soldiers thrown from windows. The explosion is massive, visible from the submarine, lighting up the night sky. Through the periscope, Fluckey watches. Holy God. The crew hears it through the hull. A distant rumble, then secondary explosions as the train's cargo cooks off. Whatever that train was carrying, ammunition, fuel, soldiers, all destroyed. The Japanese response is immediate. Searchlights snap on, patrol boats scramble, but they're looking for ships, for enemy aircraft. They're not looking for a submarine 2,000 yards offshore, already submerged, already moving away. Emergency dive, silent running. The Barb drops to 300 feet, moves away from shore, completely silent. Above them, Japanese forces scramble. They find the craters, evidence of planted explosives, sabotage. But who? How? The nearest American forces are thousands of miles away. The official Japanese report will read, "Train destroyed by unknown saboteurs. Method of infiltration unknown." August 2, 1945, Pearl Harbor. The USS Barb returns from patrol. Then Fluckey submits his report. Train destroyed by landing party from submarine. The Admiral stops reading. Commander Fluckey, did you say train? Yes, sir. 16-car troop train, destroyed at 11:47 hours on July 23rd. Trains are on land. Correct, sir. You're a submarine. Also correct, sir. The Admiral reads the full report. Landing party, rubber rafts, planted explosives, train derailment, complete destruction. This is the craziest thing I've ever read. And it worked, sir. The Admiral signs off on the report. The evidence is undeniable. Japanese radio intercepts confirmed the train was destroyed. Aerial reconnaissance confirmed the wreckage. The USS Barb's train kill becomes official U.S. Navy history, the only submarine to sink a train, ever. The crew received the Navy Unit Commendation. Commander Fluckey received his 4th Navy Cross, later upgraded to Medal of Honor, the most decorated submarine commander in U.S. history, for thinking what nobody else would think. The USS Barb name lives on. A new submarine, nuclear-powered. But it carries the legacy of that July night in 1945. The ship's emblem shows a submarine and a train, the only naval emblem in history to feature a land vehicle. When asked about his most memorable mission, Commander Fluckey talked about the train. We proved that the mission defines the tactics, not the other way around. The Navy said submarines sink ships. I said submarines complete missions. The 8-man landing team reunited every year until 2003. Lieutenant Walker and 7 sailors. The only submarine landing party in history. Every year, they'd raise a glass. To the train that didn't see us coming. Today, submarines carry SEAL delivery vehicles, conduct special operations, support land missions. All standard doctrine now. All pioneered by the USS Barb in 1945. At the Submarine Force Museum, there's a piece of railroad track, twisted, scorched, from the Japanese train destroyed on July 23, 1945. The placard reads, "The only railroad track ever destroyed by submarine action." On July 23, 1945, a submarine sank a train. 8 sailors went ashore in enemy territory, planted explosives, destroyed a target, escaped undetected. It was impossible. It was unprecedented. It was brilliant. And it worked. Because sometimes the only way to make history is to ignore the people who say it can't be done, and just do it anyway.